With digital technology becoming a daily tool utilised in our lives, it has become something that is now being harnessed as a learning tool in the modern classroom. Computers and other forms of ICT are quickly proving to be beneficial and have many advantages when integrated into the learning environment. Across the curriculum, there is evidence to support the use of new technologies in the way that we teach and learn. Whether we use the technology in teaching numeracy, literacy, science or art, the argument to include ICT in lessons is becoming stronger, although not to remove the need for more traditional means of teaching and eliminate other skills. ICT is proving itself to be able to work alongside and increase classroom efficiency, provide relevant skills and engage students. Going further into detail, there will be an exploration into how ICT can be applied to subject-specific areas and the advantages of implementing digital technology into teaching in the classroom. The use of computers and ICT in a mathematics setting may seem as though we are taking away from the skills supposed to be learned, like general calculation without the use of a calculator or numbers in general. However, there are numerous ways in which technology can come into effect and supplement the learning of those skills. If a teacher uses an interactive whiteboard to introduce a lesson, this is computer integration. Not only time-saving but also more engaging for students, as the ability to make the lesson interactive with quizzes, displays, models can make the information more accessible to students. Kenneth Ruthven and Sarah Hennessy explored the use of ICT in the mathematics classroom. They found that students are much more willing to explore a problem and make a mistake and then try again in a digital setting versus pen and paper. The explanation being that they were more willing to explore the question and reasoning for an answer, and there was less fear involved in getting something wrong. Other practical uses for computers and maths were the ability to compile data and immediately produce that information graphically with excellent presentation, immediate satisfaction for the student in seeing work come to life, as well as the use of sites like Mathletics in the classroom have also shown to be of benefit, with case studies showing that positive impact it has on students in the ability to learn at their own pace. It was also allowing teachers to effectively manage their time and direct better attention to planning lessons due to the time, I quote, teachers save in avoiding low-value marking. Although, like mathematics, the use of ICT may seem limited in the subject of science, teachers have found that it has actually had a positive impact on lessons. The ability to quickly collect and collate data was noted as being highly beneficial to the lesson, as it meant the students weren't spending copious amounts of time on tasks not directly linked to the learning task. Again, like mathematics, the ability to graph results quickly and manipulate data using computers allowed students to draw out different findings and conclusions from the data. The ability to allow students to explore their findings and have a more organic learning experience is directly linked to the E5 model, in allowing more exploration and evaluation, enhancing the learning experience and power of the lesson. The ability for the teacher. As a pre-service teacher, the assignment and research highlighted for me how I want to use assessment, by involving the students in understanding how assessment works for them too. Instead of making it a negative experience, instead using feedback and inclusion so they can see the role that they play in their. The writing of this paper is the perfect example of use of computers in teaching. Without the early introduction of technology in the classroom, the skills required to complete this task digitally would not have been gained. This would have needed to have been done with pen and paper. Although not taking away from the need to have the ability to write manually, completing a 1200-word document is not a task that many would relish undertaking without the help of technology. Auswell's English introduces understanding digital text in Foundation and works up to the ability to work with a range of software for Level 10. The actual need to learn technology in a literacy sense is put into the curriculum. However, it can also be of benefit by engaging students in the lesson by using fun technology such as iPads and interactive whiteboards to achieve learning goals. Further to this, working with educational apps can allow teachers and students to complete tasks both in the classroom and at home, allowing for parents, teachers and students to also track progress in real time. The creative side of literacy is also enhanced by the introduction of ICT, with the ability to create digital storybooks, movies and characters with various websites and applications. Further drawing on the creative element, art is another specific area where ICT can be used to great advantage in the classroom. Classic examples of digital art are the use of Paint, Photoshop or Illustrator. The introduction of technology in the art room can potentially minimise the mess by putting drawings in pen, pencil, paint and crayon onto a nice tidy screen, although the ability to explore the real art tools also has a place in the classroom, but it can give students access to new materials potentially not available at the time. It has also been noted by Lisa Tarini that IWB appeared sometimes to motivate children to engage in other visual art learning experiences using traditional art materials. So by allowing students to initially engage in the creative process without fear of making a mistake that was inerasable, students could explore their initial concept before creating their masterpiece. Where computers and ICT as a whole have an important role in the classroom, it is important to remember that they are a tool for the teacher and student to be successful in learning outcomes. As with anything, we can always find fault. However, the benefit for students, teachers and parents alike is great. Across the curriculum, the use of computers is advantageous, although with specific focus on numeracy, literacy, science and art. Each application and benefit can be applied to other areas. In general, with the integration of technology across all our lives, bringing ICT into learning and teaching is a natural transition with many benefits. Time-saving, relevant, portable and engaging ICT use in education has its advantages.